I'm in Salad and I saw Pearl. It is directed by Ty West. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This is sponsored by my Linktree. You can learn more about that at the end of the review. Spoilers ahead. The movie starts with Pearl, and Pearl is from X. I've reviewed X before. Right here. Right over here. Anyway, so Pearl is a youngin', and this is taking place during like a pandemic, 1918 pandemic. And I kind of find Pearl's position to be quite sad, and I'm very sympathetic towards her because she's living with her parents who don't believe in her dance dream and want her to stay at this farm forever. And it's like, how long do you really plan on staying at that farm? I'm asking the parents, how long do you expect Pearl to stay with you? Do you expect her to stay with you forever? Like, that's the questions going through my mind when watching the interactions with Pearl and the mother is very, I'd say, pushover. She doesn't really want Pearl to leave the house ever. And even when Pearl leaves the house, I like how she doesn't know for the first couple of times when Pearl leaves the house, and then like the mother finds out, like, where have you been? Where have you been? You know, fun stuff like that. I feel sad for her because she has a dream, becoming a dancer, but also she likes to be evil. When I say evil, she kind of like kills a bunch of animals, tortures her farm animals, but very nice to her cows, by the way. And I like how she's nice to her cows, but like, oh, I'm just gonna casually kill a rabbit or a squirrel. I forget what animal it was, but she kills a bunch of animals in this movie, and she feeds them to a crocodile or alligator. What is the difference? I think it's an alligator, because it's in water. I think crocodiles are also in water. It's an alligator. So she feeds this animal to an alligator, and it's like, man, you're friends with an alligator? That's cool. I wouldn't want to be friends with you, Pearl, because you're friends with an alligator, and gators are really scary. Not a big fan of gators personally. The main reason why I avoid Florida water is because gators exist everywhere there. So red flag in my book, seeing Pearl with a gator friend over here. But anyway, her parents are pushy, and her father is in a wheelchair and needs to be taken care of, which is why the mother is pushy in the first place. And I felt like Pearl could have waited like a couple years to pursue her dance dream, but she is impatient. She's a very impatient person, and even with the opportunity, I think her cousin gives her an opportunity, her female friend. It's like, hey, there's a dance audience, there's a dance competition, and there's gonna be an audience, there's gonna be judges, and they're gonna be like, hey, come here, come audition. So she goes to the audition, which is really cute. I do like how in this scene where we have Pearl and the lady friend that she is with, and the lady friend's like, I'm too nervous. You gotta go first, okay? All right, cool. And it's like, okay. So Pearl goes first, and I appreciate her enthusiasm. I don't know where her dance routine comes from. I think her dance routine just comes from her like dancing alone in her room. And when she's denied by the judges, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of how she deals with this. Like, instead of, I don't know, dancing alone in her room some more, dealing with her parents for a couple more years until you can get the heck out of there, she's like, no, I hate my life. I met a projectionist friend, by the way, I'm seeking out to, showing me some nice little porno films. And when I saw the little porno mags, I mean, not the porno mags, the porno films that she was being shown to by the projectionist, I was like, okay, that makes sense why she was very jealous of the porn stars in X and why she wanted to murder them. Also, looks like there's one of her victims got, and that's the wambulance, okay? So anyway, so I like how this movie kind of makes more points to why she's like her in X. And it's like all of this stuff she can't handle, rejection, and so she goes like on a little, I'd say, abuse spree. She almost kills her mother and kind of just drags her in the basement. And I'm like, is she just going to be never fed and then she's going to be dying of starvation or whatever her burns are? It's really brutal how she just starts torturing her parents. And I'm like, yeah, on the one hand, mother, you kind of deserved it because you didn't let her get out of the house at all ever. You're really controlling. But Pearl, you're a psychopath. There's much better ways to deal with your mother than to kill her, to torture her. I don't know, you could sneak out more, run away. You could just run away. I don't know why she never runs away. And she does a little smoke. You could have ran away and have a little smoke. Why? Why did you kill your parents? I wouldn't kill my parents. I don't really like my parents, but I would never kill them. Like, this is really psychopathic behavior. And then we got the projectionist guy comes to the place that she's stuck at, the parents' house, which is the same farm from X, and I really liked that nice little detail. And the projectionist is like really open with her, very nice to her, but like the way that she treats him, I don't necessarily agree with. Like, dude, come on, you're just gonna scream at him? That's not a way for you to get favors with anyone. Like, are you serious? Why? Why are you screaming at people? Because you're a psychopath murderer who doesn't understand the best way to get a dancing career is to not murder your people and your friends and then feed them to the gators. Also, the pig with maggots thing. Okay, so I also don't really like the mom that much in this movie because she's given a pig from like the neighbors, and it's like, hey, here's a pig. Nice little peace offering. She's like, no, I do not accept food. I'm like, what? Why not? Why do you not accept food? Why? I don't understand. Is it like a pride thing? Is it, I'm too prideful to accept food? But like, I don't understand. You left the pig out. The person who gave you the pig came back, saw the maggots, was like very offended. And that makes sense. Also, there is one other character throughout the movie that's kind of hinted at a lot. And Pearl talks about like her lover, and the lover comes home from like World War II and sees a whole like weird situation going on. We got the parents who are like decaying, and there's like a maggot pig in the table, and I'm like, guy, you just gotta get out of there, dude. Get out of there. This woman is insane. Oh my goodness, this movie is bonkers. Overall, I enjoyed this movie's absolutely bonkerness, and I appreciate Pearl's backstory, and I feel really bad for her. I feel terrible that she's never able to leave, but I also think this is her own doing. I don't think she was, I'm gonna say it's foresight. I don't think she had enough foresight to realize killing her parents would keep her stuck on the farm, and she would never achieve her dreams that way. Instead, you should probably endure the pain for a few months, a few years. And then like you'll have that hardship, you'll have perspective. You know, I never want to be in this situation again. I'm gonna work as hard as I can to get out of this situation. But now she just does a little and then feeds people to the gators. In terms of character development, I could tell from the very beginning that Pearl had these psychopathic tendencies in her. But I really wasn't expecting her to murder people, so the character development goes from not a murderer to like a mass murderer. So, you know, that's some really strong character development. Again, I feel bad for her, but I also think she deserved exactly what she got. And I feel bad for her victims because they didn't know her. She just looks like a sweet little innocent girl who says some weird stuff. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. You can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month how to draw Pokemon tutorials posted there early on patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, go to this link tree. Find the way that you can help support the daily grind of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, mint salad. I'll see you later, my salad croutons, bacon bits.